Thanks for stopping by the channel. My name's Kirk. I'm with Scott today. We're excited to give you some news on the market that's going on in Spokane and Kootenai County. But before we get to that, if it's your first time on the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We want to definitely help you out in your search for Spokane, and we're standing by ready to help you. We've got a lot of years of experience, expertise. So again, do us a solid. All the information's there in the comments. You can shoot us an email, text, call, and we'll get back to you as soon as we can and get something set up to kind of help you make that smooth move to Spokane, North Idaho. Again, today we wanted to talk about what's going on in the market. It's September 2023. We are getting a lot of questions on, do we get in the market? Wow, interest rates are super high, can't afford what you could 3 years ago. And that's all real. We were just talking about right now, $500,000 mortgage, which was kind of that entry level price 3 years ago, was 3% interest rate. Now you're knocking on 7-8% for that same 500,000, which is putting it close to 3,700, $4,000 for that same 500K you're borrowing. Huge difference. Scared a lot of people. We've got a tsunami of buyers that are just kind of hanging tight, not sure what to do, whether they're going to get in the market, and that's been causing what we felt is a dip in both markets. Scott, what have you seen lately with some of the transactions as far as conditions for buyers? It's definitely it's getting more in their favor, it seems like.
Yeah. I mean, so I got my start in 2017. I got my license, and back then it was trending towards a crazy market. Hadn't really quite gone there. Home prices were increasing. You'd see, probably 1 or 2 offers. Then COVID happened, and then people started seeing, 10 to 20 offers per house. You had to make a decision the moment you walked through the door. But since interest rates rose, you're really not seeing that anymore. And as a buyer, we've really been able to take our time, decide is this the house that they really want. I think one thing we talked about before was buyers can really negotiate now during the home inspection, whereas before they couldn't, because the home seller either knew they could get 10 or 20 more offers if they put it back on the market, or had 1 or 2 backup offers in place. So as a buyer, you're paying more, maybe monthly per interest rate, but you might be able to, keep a little more immediate cash in your pocket by negotiating for closing costs or negotiating for repairs during home inspection. So the market has definitely shifted back into the buyer's favor.
Yeah, definitely.
In some degrees.
Definitely so. And, we saw a lot of people paying over asking price, and appraisals were coming in lower. And so really, although the conditions are tight, it's an opportunity to not overpay, for a house with things kind of adjusting more towards buyers.
Yeah, and towards that paying more, not only were they paying more, off the initial bat, but they're offering what in our industry is called an additional down payment. It's a contingency you offer up front, saying, hey, if the appraisal comes in low, I'll offer $10,000 over that amount. Right off the bat, no negotiation, just I will offer 10. We were seeing people even offer $50,000, right? So the appraisal comes in at, $5,000 or $50,000 below what they agreed to pay, and people are paying $50,000 extra. That's not happening anymore. So
yeah, reasons to consider looking to buy right now is definitely going to get some better margins, better deals on properties right now, especially you get into some of these tougher asset classes like waterfront, land. The luxury market, going to cut some pretty good deals right now. We were watching a podcast the other day, and I think it was Black Knight that had some statistics that were kind of interesting. And they said for every point that the interest rates drop, there's 5 million households sitting out there on the fence right now, and we're feeling that, that would jump back into the market every time that rate drops. And so, I mean, what do you think is going to happen, Scott, when they hit that rate, say 1%? You got all these buyers on the sideline. What's going to happen?
You're going to see that competitive market again. You're going to see all those people that are waiting.
Bidding wars and all the kind of nonsense that was great for sellers, but it was sure frustrating for a lot of buyers. They were having to overpay, and so right now you don't have any of that.
Yeah. Well, not even overpay, but just time and effort. You go look at 10, 20 houses, you find one they really like, you offer, and then you're competing, and you have to wait another I had buyers that looked for 6 months because they just couldn't.
Yeah, or they just gave up. Another one was, I just had a buyer yesterday. They were an FHA buyer, and unfortunately, when the market was competitive, some of those great loans like VA, FHA, USDA, they were getting beat out by conventional and cash offers. And I finally called my client after 3 years. We've been talking every 6 months. Says it's time now to get in. You can get sellers to take those terms on loan terms. So again, I think it is something to consider to move before you get 5 million. If they drop that rate again, now you got 10 million households flooding the market. I think we'll have a big surge in prices again. Who knows how long? We talked, next year being an election year, always goofy stuff going on there, hard to predict, but I could see, like a lot of administrations doing temporary things to adjust the economy in a more positive light. One being, here, let's play with the interest rates real quick, adjust them down for a temporary period to get the economy going, get in office, then back. So there's a lot of interesting things going on, but we wanted to share what we were kind of seeing and some reasons to get in, even though interest rates are high, save that money, and then when rates drop, maybe in a few years, refi down. You can always refi down into that cheaper payment, and I know refis aren't free, but definitely an option to kind of watch and get that payment more in your budget range as time goes on. So again, hopefully that's helpful on what's going on. We got a lot of people just kind of uneasy, not sure what to do, but whether you're looking to move in 9 days or 90 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We definitely want to work with you. We've got a Zoom link in the comments section there too that you can click, set up any date that you want, time frame, and we can meet with you face to face, kind of get to know you a little bit, and help you make that smooth move to Spokane or North Idaho. So again, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next one.